Grandpa, well, you get like 0 to 60 in that thing? You wanna go? Let's go then. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! Oh. This is the cheapest and slowest Lucid Air you can get today. And this is the cheapest Tesla Model S you can buy without shelling out $15,000 for the Plaid model. Everyone thinks the Lucid Air behind me is just too expensive of a car. I mean, I thought so. They do have a $250,000 model. What are those seats, made out of gold? But this is gonna be their cheapest model you can get, the Lucid Air Pure. It's definitely a car in its purest form. But is it a competitor to the Tesla Model S at very similar price points? Now, if you asked me a few years ago or even a few months ago if I'd even consider getting a Lucid Air, I'd say, no way, baby girl. One of the main reasons is charging. If you've seen my third-party charging versus Tesla supercharger video, you'll know why I love Teslas. However, in 2025, Lucid has adopted the North American charging standard plug, which is the same as Tesla's, and will be able to charge at Tesla superchargers everywhere. Now, there are pros and cons to each of these cars, but keep on watching to the end of the video to see if I'd get a Lucid Air Pure. With the cheapest of the cheapest, the Lucid Air Pure rear-wheel drive single motor, you get 419 miles and it goes 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds. However, the Lucid Air Pure behind me is the all-wheel drive version with dual motors, and it gives you 410 miles with a 0 to 60 time of a really good 3.8 seconds with launch mode. However, just because you get more miles doesn't mean you actually get real-world miles. It's about how efficient the car is, like miles per gallon in a gas car. It achieves 4 miles per 1 kilowatt hour of energy. When you compare that to the Tesla Model S, which achieves 2.6 to 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour of energy. The Tesla Model S comes standard with all-wheel drive and dual motors. This allows it to go 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds with an estimated range of 405 miles. So it's about 5 miles less than the Lucid Air, but you do get 2 motors, all-wheel drive, and it is around $3,000 cheaper. Now, before we talk about both of these vehicles, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Tesla's infamous build quality. So I just went with my friend Kevin Young. He is a real estate agent who serves all of Orange County, so check him out if you're interested in buying a home. We went to the Tesla Irvine Delivery Center to inspect the car. I was expecting a whole bunch of issues. However, I was pleasantly surprised to see barely any issues with his 2023 Tesla Model S. He has the 19-inch wheels. You have the autopilot cameras on the sides, as well as the door pillars and recessed door handles that open when you unlock the car. The doors come standard with soft closed doors with double pane glass for ultimate soundproofing. From the outside, the Tesla Model S doesn't really seem worth it for an $80,000 car. However, for me, I do love the look of the Tesla Model S. Although I do wish it had some cool features like As you know, I'm a lights man and I love the 5 projectors in the Lucid. Especially with the logo lighting up, it's so sexy. When you see this from behind, you know it's a Lucid coming for you. The lights are super bright and it's very similar to the brightness of the Tesla Model S. Also, the taillight is super cool to look at night, and it's supposed to be the longest single piece taillight in any car manufacturer ever. The look of the Lucid, I think, is beautiful. It's super sleek, glows well, making it very aerodynamic. It's so futuristic looking and it just has this mature look to it. The Lucid Air Pure is almost the same size as a Model S and is 86.4 inches wide and almost 196 inches long. So only 2 inches shorter than the Model S. It comes in this infinite black paint with 19-inch aero wheels. Which one do you guys like the look of the most so far? So we're walking up to the Lucid Air Pure. I'm 6'3" and car's a little low. So we're gonna go and get in here. Oh. So a lot of people don't talk about what it's like when you're actually in the car. You got the beautiful display up here, and this is the visibility. I have the seat all the way down. This is the hip room I have here, shoulder room. Feels very roomy and nice. The one thing I'm not a big fan of is there's no glass roof. Now, because it's a Pure model, you have the metal roof, but it is Alcantara, so it feels really nice. The pillar over here really restricts some of the visibility because I'm so high up. So when I'm looking at height level, like the window already is so small, but this thing just completely blocks it. So I have to kind of look down like this, like, hey, what's up? I'm in a Lucid Air. Look at the rear view mirror. You have plenty of visibility. The only issue also is this huge A-pillar right here that kind of gets in the way. I wish they maybe had a window or something so I can kind of see, but just so premium, so nice. From the giant 34-inch 5K display that curves the dashboard, that looks like it's floating. The metal and fabric, it's all so elegant and well thought out. And this is the cheapest model. You get this iPad-sized screen in the center as well, but it also folds away for more storage space. And you have cup holders and more storage in the center. The seats are heated, but you can also get massage and ventilated seats if you pay extra. There's subtle Lucid badging with their California-based Bear branding. And in the pure models, it is all faux or fake leather. The wheel is a traditional wheel, although more oval shaped with gear stalks and buttons. The buttons feel great but are plastic. In the center you also have physical temperature buttons and a volume control, so you don't have to move your eyes away from the road. Now what's amazing about the Lucid Air Pure is because the battery and components they use is super compact, you get so much air in the cabin. I could pun all day. This allows for much more legroom and interior space, especially in the rear seats. So now we're gonna take a look at the back and see if I can fit in the back comfortably and if there's plenty of air to spare. Okay, here we are. Oh! So I'm all the way back. So even if I sag a little bit and come forward, I still have enough leg space. It's insane how much space there is back here. I feel like I'm in like a limo. It is a little bit more narrow for the headroom though, so my hair is definitely touching, but my head is not touching, which is nice. Overall, it is solid back here, so much space. In the center, you get cup holders as well as 2 USB ports and a fairly large storage area. There's lights integrated in the headliner and you also get heated seats. And then you can open this and have access to the trunk. With the door, you have this door switch that you pull to open the door. It's super intuitive. I've honestly never been in a Lucid and it was so simple and easy. You just know how to open the door. When you open the Lucid Air doors, the doors open like crazy compared to the Tesla. And unfortunately, the Lucid Air Pure does not have soft closed doors. So honestly, as far as dimensions go, these two cars are so similar, which is insane. Now we're in the Model S. You got the recessed door handles. We're gonna open this up. So again, it's very similar to the height of the Lucid. Actually, it feels a little lower, but it does have the adaptive suspension, so we could actually raise it if we wanted to. So now we are in, and already you can just see the differences, right? I mean, of course you have the yoke steering wheel here. You have a nice, simple wood trim. Very minimalistic, everything is done on the screen here. You get very comfortable heated and cooled seats with lumbar support. Alcantara in various places as well as fabric. Pushing on the trim, I didn't feel any squeaks. You have a nice sun visor and overall it feels very solid and simple. But man, look at this visibility up here. This is the beautiful feature I love. As far as visibility goes in the rear view mirror, it is slightly less. His is tinted, but it's definitely a little bit less than the Lucid Air. And again, I like how the Tesla does have this little window here just to kind of give me a little bit more room. It does have an A-pillar as well, so it's a pretty beefy A-pillar, but overall it's not too bad of an interior space, I would have to say. My shoulders are fairly wide with my long daddy long leg. Headroom is 39.7 inches, and I love the single piece glass roof as it makes the car feel more open with more visibility. Shoulder room is 58.4 inches in the Model S, but the window up here is much bigger. So I feel like I have much more visibility here. With the Model S rear space, you get more headroom at 38.1 due to the glass roof. However, my hair still does touch. It's very comfortable back here with LED lights and heated seats. It also houses a beautiful 8-inch touchscreen display that allows you to control the climate, move the passenger seat forward, music, games, movies. There's so much fun stuff back here. In the center, there's also a nice secret button where you have the ability to bring the center seat down to charge your phone, as well as have a little bit of storage space. As far as the doors go, you have a touch-sensitive button to open the door. Overall, it looks beautiful. However, it's not that intuitive from someone who's never seen a touch-sensitive door handle before. So which interior do you like more, Tesla or Lucid? Now, I've driven cars like the Fisker Ocean, and the infotainment is just so outdated and laggy, and it's not something I want to look at. Tesla, they constantly update their infotainment to make it better and better every year. Everything is just super easy to use. They have a huge maps display with zero lag. In the center, you have the driver visualization that shows cones, people, cars. Now, I could do a whole nother video on Tesla's full self-driving and autopilot, but let's just say the cameras do a great job at staying in the lane and knowing exactly what to do. However, Lucid is one of the first vehicles out there to have laser radar with tons of sensors on their car to allow the car to fully drive on its own. They call it Dream Drive or Dream Drive Pro. Highway assist is on, not available in this area. Yeah, this is a problem that Rivian has. Ford assist features is only available on certain parts of freeways. And I'm on a 5 freeway. Wow, ooh, it is scary. So it's going all over the road, but it is staying in the lane. Will it change lanes for me? It does not change lanes. That's cool. Man, this is scary. So it is staying in the lane by itself. Sways a lot. It reminds me of my Lexus cruise control. While it's not on the same levels as Tesla's yet, it has all the features and capabilities to get to full self-driving. I'll probably do a dedicated video on all the Lucid Air settings. However, overall, it's really intuitive. And once you're in a Lucid, you just kind of know how to drive it. The settings aren't complicated. It's super simple. I do wish they had more fun apps like Netflix, so there's something to do while you're charging your Lucid. But overall, it's a very simple, mature, and refined interior. Tesla probably has the best app in the entire car market. Just like the infotainment unit, the app in the Tesla gets updated a ton too. You can pretty much control the entire car through the app. Anywhere from remote starting, controlling a charge, bringing the car forward or backward, seeing charging locations. However, I've driven a ton of other cars before, and I have to say, Lucid's app isn't too far behind. While it is more basic, they do have a ton of features like being able to control the climate, defrosting the car, flashing the lights, honking the horn, opening the trunk or frunk, setting your charge limits, seeing any nearby chargers, as well as sending addresses to your Lucid directly. And they have the ability to see the last known tire pressure. Now, we can't do a car review without seeing how much stuff fits in both cars. Electric cars should always have tons of storage because there's no engine. So let's take a look at the frunk. So here is the Model S frunk. It's about 18 inches wide, about 36 inches long, maybe like 13 inches deep, and it's supposed to offer around 3.1 cubic feet of space. Now, Lucid Air claims that they have the biggest frunk in the entire market. So let's check out that bad boy. So here we got the Lucid. Now, with all the other models, it is an automatic frunk, but because it's pure and it's pure in its purest form, you get a manual frunk. So let's open up this bad boy. Oh yeah. This is bigger. You think, oh, it's not that big. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go and remove this for you. It offers a whopping 10 cubic feet of space compared to the 3 in the Tesla Model S. So when we measure it across, we get about 58 inches wide, 22 inches long, and insanely 18 inches deep. I mean, you can live in this thing. Like, look at this. Hello. This thing is so big. If they had some sort of like drain hole, you can like make a hot tub. Now, as far as trunk goes, with the Model S, you get an automatic lift gate. And it's a pretty big trunk back here. With the seats up, it offers 25 cubic feet of space. With the seats up all the way to the back, we're getting around 41 inches. Width-wise, we get about 54 inches wide. However, you can easily put the seats down with these buttons here, giving you a ton more space. Now, I have to mention this because once you go to Lucid, you'll see what I mean. When you put stuff into the Tesla Model S, you have this entire big opening over here, and it gives you a lot of space. Like the height from here to here is just, you have just so much space to put stuff in. Now, the Model S does come with the parcel shelf for more privacy, which is nice. Aside from the buttons here, they also have buttons in the rear. The seats do fold down in a 60-40 split. So you could put down this section here, or you could put down that section on that side. Now with the Tesla Model S, you do have one sub-trunk space, and it offers a good amount of space. 13 inches deep, 45 inches wide. And of course, you also have another storage compartment here with super deep storage on the left side here as well. Now, already you can see the huge differences with the Lucid Air trunk and the Model S trunk. As far as height goes, you're only getting around 18 inches compared to like what, 36 inches with the Model S. What's cool is when the trunk opens, it takes all the lights with you, which is why you have these lights for safety. So the Lucid is around 68 inches wide. As far as depth goes to the back seats, it is 41 inches. The Lucid also comes in a 60-40 split, but you can put down the middle row if you have like a golf club or poles that you're lugging around. They have switches here to lower the seat as well, and you have tons of storage space underneath here. Let's take a look at the sub-trunk space. If we open the, oh, this is big. So this is a pretty big sub trunk space as well. It doesn't seem as deep, I don't think. It's around, I'd say almost the same, 13.5, 14 inches deep. And it is pretty wide at 45 inches. So pretty wide as well. Lucid's wall charger. You have a ton of space in here as well to put anything you want to put in. This fits perfectly. It's even like molded for it. That's awesome. On the other side, you have more space and also a 12-volt outlet. Okay, so now we're gonna do a luggage test. We have a bunch of big luggages. Like, look at this thing. So first one, let's do the Lucid. There's not that much space. Look at this. Ooh, it does fit though. Let's check in the Tesla. Ooh, does not fit. We're gonna lift this up. Now let's see if this bad boy fits. And does it fit? Oh yeah, it fits. It fits completely well, all the way in there. But look at all this space. And let's just say I take this collapsible one. That is insane. Yep. Compare that to the Tesla, which will probably fit maybe like a small carry-on, but that's a huge win for Lucid. Now let's check out the trunk. Now we have the trunk of the Model S, 2 full-size luggages, and let's remove this real quick. We're gonna grab this one, put it up here. Will it fit? Maybe it won't fit. Let's try it this way. Here. Oh, how is this heavy? There's nothing in here. So 2 collapsibles, 2 hard luggages. Okay. Well, if we give it, there, it closed. 4 luggages in the back of a Tesla Model S. Okay, so now we're gonna see the Lucid. Already you can see the huge difference. It's hard to load stuff because it's so small, but it is much wider. So let's see if we can do the same thing that it did with the Tesla. We got 1 oh, shiza. We got 2. No way this is gonna fit. Closes, right? Yeah, it should close. So while there's less usable trunk space in the Lucid Air, you do have the same amount of luggages that you can hold, like big luggages, in the Lucid. However, there's still frunk space in the Tesla Model S where you could put like a small carry-on or something, whereas the Lucid, you kind of maxed out. So overall, I think the Tesla wins the luggage test. Okay, so now we are in the Tesla Model S, up on the touchscreen there. Right now I have it on pedals and steering. Acceleration's on insane. I have it on sport steering. Suspension is on low as well. Regen braking, I actually feel like the regen braking is slightly better on the Lucid. Let's punch a little bit. Oh, that feels good. Oh yeah. Oh God, that's fast. That is nice. The handling is amazing on this car. I stand affirmed with my choice. The Model S is a great car for those people who are into the performance. They want something fast, they want a car, good technology, lots of stuff. Whereas the Lucid Air is for like a mature audience, better suspension. Let's just see how it handles on these curves here. Ooh, that feels good. Accelerating through the turn here, can handle it beautifully. A little bit on the bumpier side. So when I go over these potholes, it definitely I can feel the bumps. Also, I have to say the seats in the Lucid are more comfortable. The bolsters are larger, feels wider, it feels softer than the Tesla. One thing I like is the regen braking. I want to see how good it is down a hill. Right now I'm going down a hill, I'm going about 35, 40 miles per hour, 41, 42. I'm gonna go ahead and let off completely. We're still going downhill, I'm still braking. A little bit slow on the slower side. Do hear the wind noise a little bit more in the Tesla versus the Lucid. Recently, I've never driven a car that's so controversial, that stirs up so much drama and questions, aside from the Cybertruck, than a Lucid Air. Are they going bankrupt? I mean, what's the point of getting one? The CFO resigned, it's like it's over for Lucid. Why does it cost $250,000? Who can afford it? Now, while I don't have a crystal ball or anything, I can say that Lucid Air is doing a good job at targeting a wider audience. They're also finally developing a 7-seater SUV with over 400 miles, and I think that one is going to be the game changer. But one of the main reasons why Lucid is not going to go bankrupt is, of course, because of their PIF from Saudi Arabia, and they own 60% of Lucid Air. So funny because Saudi Arabia is one of the richest countries in the world for their oil, but they're investing so much money in electric companies, so that's kind of funny. Right now I'm on the sprint mode setting. However, the steering wheel is still very kind of loose. Reminds me of like a Lexus Toyota steering. So even though, see, I just went over a bump. I don't know if the camera can feel that, but this is the Michelin EV tires, and I love Michelin tires. One pedal driving on the Lucid is definitely firmer, stronger than the Tesla. Woo! That's fast. Very smooth car. Accelerating to the turn. Does it handle it well? Yep, very well. All right, so we're coming up on the downhill side again. Let's just test the regen braking again, okay? And then I'm braking. Oh yeah, Definitely stops a few extra feet more than the Tesla. So I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that the regen's stronger. It's all preference, it's all up to you. So we've driven these cars, now we have to charge them. As you know, Tesla has tons of superchargers. All you have to do is put it in the navigation, the battery preconditions, and you're done. With Lucid, you'll get access to the Tesla superchargers in 2025, but you won't get the same information on the screen like you do with Teslas. However, what you do get with Lucids is the ability to know how many chargers are available with Electrify America as well as EV Go. And it does come with 3 years of free Electrify America high-speed charging. The Lucid Air can charge about 200 miles in about 15 minutes, which is really good. And we're gonna go to an Electrify America charger. It's gonna go ahead and start preconditioning. So right now it's 7 a.m. and there's a line at 7 a.m. On the screen it shows there's 2 out of 6 available. When you're actually here, there's 6 cars, which means it didn't update, so. All right, so I finally got a spot. I opened the charge port here. So I'm at 27% right now. I just plugged it in, I didn't input anything. I'm in a 350 kilowatt charger. Again, we were here for maybe like 30 minutes waiting. It does show that it is charging in the back, which is kind of cool. That Mercedes just left because he didn't want to wait. So we're at 80%. It gave us 305 miles. We gained 194 miles and it took us 30 minutes. But yeah, I mean, we're done charging. Now we can just unplug and we're on our way. The Lucid Air also supports bi-directional charging, so you can charge other electric cars. Now, Tesla changed the industry with dealership purchases, and Lucid Air is the exact same thing. They do have showrooms. You could check out the car, test drive the car, just like Tesla. However, in order to purchase the car, you have to order it online. It's worth to note that both cars are too expensive to qualify for the $7,500 EV tax credit. So what do you guys think? Honestly, I think there are pros and cons to both cars. I mean, I have 2 Teslas with a Cybertruck on the way. So I mean, I love Tesla. However, the Lucid Air, the ride, the quality, the fit and finish, it just feels more mature, more elegant, more sophisticated, but still fast if you ever need to pass those loud Tesla drivers. Would I get a Lucid Air Pure? I mean, I'm not really a sedan guy because I'm too tall and it just feels too tall. However, the Lucid Air Gravity is coming out, which is their all-new 7-seater electric SUV with over 400 miles. And if the price is right, that is definitely something I'd consider. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys like more, Tesla Model S or Lucid Air Pure.